If you are not preparing your meals like this, forget flat tummy. Forget ever losing weight if you're not preparing your meals like this. What is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can meal prep 10 meals in just under 30 minutes. Indirectly, after this 30 minutes, you have 10 meals that you can eat for the rest of the week that is going to help you lose weight and get that flat tummy so quick. And throughout this meal prep, I'm going to teach you all the ingredients that you need, mistakes that people normally do when it comes to eating well, and what you can do to avoid them. So if you know you're a bit busy, all you can do is to save this video and come watch it later, or just stay tuned and watch how you can meal prep 10 meals in under 30 minutes to help you lose weight so quick. So we're going to start with the ingredients that you need for this meal prep, okay? And this meal prep is going to be a high protein content meal prep. So today, this week, we're going to go with salmon, yeah? And this is what it actually looks like. The reason why I'm going with salmon is that it's one of the highest source of good protein, and also it has omega-3 in it. So one thing about salmon is that not only is it going to help you lose weight, not only is it going to help you build those good muscle, but it also has omega-3 that helps with your immune system and also helps with your metabolism. Next up, we're going to need some eggs. As you can see, it doesn't really matter whether it's blue, black, or gray. It doesn't matter, whatever you need. We just need the eggs for the protein content. And then next, for our carbs, we're going to need some sweet potatoes. We're going to need some sweet potatoes because sweet potatoes really helps with digestion, and also a good carbs that helps when it comes to losing weight. So when it comes to spicing, like, you know, your fish, this is where it gets very critical, because a lot of times, yeah, people tend to add so many spices that adds a lot of calories. The point of today's video is that we are going to try to minimize the calories as much as possible, as increasing the nutritional content. So every type of spice that we're going to use to meal prep today is going to be natural. It's going to be in their organic state. So the first spice that we're going to use is cayenne pepper. That's the grinded cayenne pepper. We're going to need some rosemary leaves. We're going to need some bay leaves. We're going to need some red pepper as well. I know, spicy guy. We're going to need some black pepper. And finally, we're going to need some garlic salt to be specific. And yes, we're still going to need some pepper in its natural habitat. So the thing with pepper is that it helps spark up your metabolism, and also it's high in vitamin C. So you tend to like kill like more than 3 birds with one stone. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do to save some time here is that we are going to start boiling our eggs, just to save some time. So because it's for a week, every meal is going to come with 3 eggs. So I'm going to boil about 15 eggs at least for the whole week. So that's what we're going to do first. So like I said, if you're trying to lose weight, you know, it's really difficult sometimes, especially when you don't know what to eat. But when you plan your meals in advance, trust me, you just wake up and all you have to do is just, you know, think about your workouts, because you already have what to eat. So these meals are going to be prepared. They're going to all be put in the fridge, and you're just going to take it every single day. You microwave it, and then you're done. So there it is. Those are the eggs that we need for today. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. There you have it. We're going to add some water to the eggs, and whilst we are, you know, prepping all the other stuff, the eggs will be boiling in the background whilst you're prepping all the other stuff. All right, so the eggs go on first. We put it, you know, all the way high there, just to keep the eggs boiling. I don't like to cover it. You can leave it up to keep the eggs boiling for the week. Now we're going to move to spicing our fish. So the thing with fish is that make sure that you don't take out the skin, especially when it comes to salmon, because there's so much nutrients in the skin as well. So make sure you don't take out the skin. It's not like chicken breast where like the skin is like, I mean, it's not like regular chicken where the skin is like so much fat. There's actually so much nutrients in the salmon skin as well. So you make sure that you don't lose the skin. Just put everything down. And like I said, we're just going to keep the spices like really simple. That's the point of all this video. All right. So the first spice that we're going to use, hold on. So now we have everything in the bowl. Okay. So the first spice that we're going to use is gonna be black pepper. Okay, it's gonna be black pepper, and we don't even need too much, because when it comes to these things, when you overly add the spice, it becomes an overkill. We just need like half, you know, a tablespoon like that. You sprinkle it on it, just a little bit. That's all you need. We move to the garlic salt. We need just a little bit, the same thing, 1/4, you know, of a tablespoon. We don't really need that much, just something little, you know. And to be honest with you guys, salt and pepper is what you even need. Like basically, literally, it's just salt and pepper. It's just I that like to be a little bit spicy, that I add like all the types of pepper, but you actually don't need it. But the good thing is it all helps spike up your metabolism, you know. So a little bit of real pepper like that, you add it to it. I love to add rosemary leaves too. A little bit of rosemary leaves. Just sprinkle that on top like that, just a little bit, nothing serious. You add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Yeah, that's because I love pepper, you know, a little bit. But if you are someone that you don't really like spicy things, you don't need to add as much pepper. Just a little bit of salt and pepper is fine with you. You don't need to add all of this, just very extra. And my last secret sauce is gonna be some bay leaves, all right? You're gonna sprinkle all of the bay leaves, break it into little pieces like that. You're gonna sprinkle it, and we're gonna put it in the oven. That's what we're gonna do. We're not going to like cook or anything. So this is what it actually looks like, and we're actually gonna put everything in the oven. Set it up in the oven nicely with our tin foil. So like I said, you're gonna have like your tin foil on it. You break it up like this. You make sure the shiny part is the one that is facing upwards. Tin foil goes in that way, and then you bring your spice up fish like that to it. Nothing too serious, like I told you. It goes that way like this way, so it doesn't really stick if you don't want it to stick. So this way, you put them all in like that, one at a time, easy like that. So you just have to take your time, and you just have to take your time and just bake it step by step. And like I said, the thing about this process is, I mean, once you're done, like you're done for the week. Once you're done, you don't think about food again for the week. So yeah, all the way down like that. We put it in the oven next. Okay, now we're gonna put it in the oven and set it up. Okay, so now that I have it in the oven, we're going to prepare our metabolism boost sauce. We're going to prepare our hot sauce. And with this one, if you're someone that you have issues with like spicy stuff, you don't need to prepare it as hot as I'm doing. You just need to kind of prepare your spicy level. So this one I'm going to eat with the sweet potatoes alongside the eggs and the salmon. Okay. Yeah, so with the ingredients, we need some garlic, fresh garlic. We need some ginger, we need some peppers, and the spice level is up to you. You know, like I said, you decide what spice level you want. I want a lot of spicy stuff, so hey, that's just who I am. So those are the things that we need. We need some peppers. We're gonna add some little bit of powdered pepper as well, a little bit of rosemary, and last but not least, some bay leaves. And that pretty much is it. We're just going to blend it all. So let me wash these ones, and also let me grate the ginger and like peel the garlic, and then we're just going to put all in our blender, and we're going to do one big sauce with a little bit of olive oil. We're going to heat it up a little bit just to, you know, give it that saucy kind of vibe, and then we add it to our main meal. So let me do that quickly and let me get back to you guys. All right, so like I said, honestly, you really don't need this much pepper. Seriously, you really don't need this much pepper. I'm just a really spicy person, and I just like a lot of spices. You really don't need this much pepper. But the thing about the peppers, even when you add the olive oil to it most of the time, it just dials down a little bit, but you don't need this much pepper. So like I said, we're just gonna put all our blender now, just like an all pepper sauce. And the fact that you still need that kick from the pepper doesn't mean it has to be extra spicy pepper. There are different types of peppers that you can use, you get me? And it's just that the thing is, the spicier the pepper, the better. That is why I just prefer to go with spicy pepper to make my pepper sauce. You can actually also do stew. You can add a bit of tomatoes if you want to the sauce to either make it a little bit mild, so you can actually have it, because the main thing when it comes to losing the weight, when it comes to the diet, is the protein content and the kind of carbs that you're eating. Once you're having that high protein type of diet, you're good to go. So this is just extra. This is just something that you add on to, you know, make it a bit more of a delicacy in my terms. Another thing too is that whenever you're peeling ginger for something, just try as much as possible not to peel the whole thing. As long as the ginger itself is pretty clean, that should be good enough, because there's a lot of love and good nutrients that you can also find in the skin of the ginger, and we tend to let go of all of that. So like I said, try as much as possible not to peel off the whole skin when you're doing the ginger thing. Now we have it here. This is what it actually looks like. We're going to add a little bit of rosemary leaves, a little bit, oh man, I love rosemary leaves so much. Just a little bit of rosemary leaves here. We're going to add a little bit of garlic salt, just a little bit, something little like that. And last but not the least, we're going to add a little bit of bay leaves. This should be enough. You can add it in there like that. And oh, I forgot to add the garlic. Jeez, let's do that. I really hate peeling garlic. Honestly, garlic is one thing that I really hate peeling. So if you don't want to go through all of this hassle and bustle, you can just buy the already peeled garlic in the shop if you don't want to go through this hassle and bustle. So like I said, weight loss, it's all about planning your meals. You understand? It's one thing to get up and go to the gym. It's another thing to wake up every single day and you're now thinking about what to eat. So once you actually plan it down like this, you should be good to go. So there you have it. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil to it now, as you can see, to help with the blending. Just a little bit. You can add some water, just a little bit if you want. Just, I don't really like adding as much water, but you can add some water. Then turn it down like this, twist it, and we're gonna blend it now. Oh, so I forgot to plug this thing. Now that we're done blending it, we're just gonna put it on the fire for a little while, just to heat it up a bit and give it like that saucy vibe. That's what we're gonna do. And also, I don't really like to blend it to, I don't know, smoothness level. I like to leave like chunky like this. It just, I don't know, makes it feel more chunky, but I think it needs a little bit. That's good enough. So that's first thing first. You're gonna make sure you put a little bit of that olive oil to make that sauce. You smear it all the way everywhere into the pan. Okay, not too much, because the olive oil itself has a lot of calories. A lot of people don't know that. And then you just wait a little bit for it to simmer a little bit. You just wait for it to heat up a little bit, but not too hot. And then you add your sauce, and then you mix it up a little bit. It becomes a sauce, and then that's all you actually need. So we're going to wait for it to simmer a little bit. Whilst we are waiting for it to simmer, we're going to cut up our sweet potatoes. So whilst we are waiting for it, we are going to save a lot of time by cutting up our sweet potatoes, all right? So with the sweet potatoes, you have to wash it first. You always have to make sure that you wash your sweet potato first, all right? So there you go. You wash it, but you don't wash it too much. And then cut it all into slices. Wash it, but you don't wash it too much. And then next cut it all to slices. So I just like to take off the head like that. That's all I like to take off. And I like to, let me change my knife. I like to cook it most of the time with the skin. I don't really like to get rid of the skin, as I like to preserve all the nutrients as much as possible. So, you know, trying to cut it into 4, 1, and then 2. That's it. 2. Let me get another bowl and put it all in there. Okay, we can use this. So like I told you, if you're cooking it, try to cook it with the skin. Just make sure you cut off the heads away like that, all the way down. And to be honest, sweet potato is one of the best carbs. Ouch. Oh shoot, I almost cut myself. Sweet potato is one of the best carbs that is actually really helpful when it comes to losing weight, like that. Just make sure you cook it with the skin. Wow, that's but definitely not the least. Yes, there you go. Boom. So there you have your sweet potatoes, all cut up in nice slices like that. And as you can see, little chunks like that. So the thing is as hot. I can hear it now. So we're just going to go ahead now. We're going to add our sauce now. We're going to go ahead now and add our sauce now. It smells so good already. Like that. and you're gonna have to stir it. So with this sauce, like I said, it's not something that you have to overly cook, because we're trying to have it because of the metabolism boost. We're trying to keep all the nutrients in it in the highest possible form ever. So you mix a little bit like that. You wait for it to be on it for like not less than 5 minutes. Not more, I think more than 5 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, the African in me is calling for more black pepper. I'm sorry, but that's just me. That's what you get when you add too much pepper. You don't need to add too much pepper, guys. I'm telling you, you don't need to add too much pepper. If you know you're someone that you can't handle like spicy stuff like this, what you can do is add a bit of tomatoes to it to lower down the spice a little bit. So this is what the sauce actually looks like, and like I said, you don't need to have it this hot. If you can't take spicy food, what you can do is you can add some tomatoes to help curb down the the spiciness a little bit. But I love spicy food, so that's what it actually looks like. Now we're gonna cook our sweet potatoes. So this is what the sauce actually looks like. That's what it actually looks like. So we're gonna cook our sweet potatoes now. So our eggs should be done now. And if you're someone that doesn't really mind cooking your eggs with your sweet potatoes, you can cook all of them at the same time, and it saves a lot of time. You can cook all of them at the same time, it saves a lot. I just prefer to cook them separately. So now we have all our eggs up here like that. I forgot it was hot. We have all our eggs up here. We're gonna cool all the eggs down a little bit like this. Like I said, if you don't really mind cooking your sweet potatoes and your eggs together, you can do them together, as that saves a lot of time. So now that we've cooled it, we can take them out now and put them all in one bowl. They're all gonna be peeled regardless. So you can take them out now and then put them all in one simple bowl. So that's the first step. We have our first protein, which is done. And the fish is also done. Cooking fish shouldn't take too much time. The fish should be done by now. So let me take the fish out of the oven too as well. Now we're gonna take the fish out of the oven. Ooh, that smells so good. I can't find my gloves. I don't know where I put my gloves, so we'll have to manage with these for now. The fish is all set now. This is what the fish looks really good. Bring it close to you so you actually see what it looks like. We have it. We're gonna place it down here. So we're gonna place all our proteins together like this. We have our proteins there. We have our sauce as well. We have it also here. And we're gonna close this now and turn this off. Let's cancel. Turn it off. Now the last step that we're gonna do is to make sure that we're going to boil our sweet potatoes. And like I said, with the sweet potatoes, if not for the fact that I don't like boiling them together, it would have been done by now, because I'd have just boiled all together. I just like to separate it from the eggs, but you can actually boil all at the same time, so you actually get them done quicker. So we're adding a little bit of salt, just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit of sea salt to it. It just helps it, gives it a little bit of taste. So we're gonna put this on the fire quickly. Then we're gonna also have it boil for a while. Then I'm gonna show you how exactly you should dish it in terms of proportion, in terms of carbohydrate proportion to protein proportion. So let's just put this on the fire and get it boiled quickly. Okay guys, so the sweet potatoes are actually ready now. And we're gonna take it off the fire now and pour the water off it. Like I said, most of the time, cook it with the skin so you can, preserve all the nutritional value or the nutritional content of it. So this way, now to the exciting part. We're actually going to meal prep, and I mostly like to meal prep with like dishes here like this. So we're going to place every single day from Monday to Friday. We're going to meal prep everything from Monday to Friday into it, all right? So let's arrange everything here. Okay, like I said, now we're going to meal prep everything. I'm going to put them in the fridge like that. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all right? So we're going to start off with the sweet potatoes. Now you can peel it off like that. You have one here like this. You peel it off. You have another one. Like I said, planning is everything, guys. Once you plan everything, it's going to be easier for you. Just need to have another one like that. Peel it, you put it there. Move to the next one like that. You peel that one too, and you put it there as well. So The carb ratio shouldn't be that much. We just need a little bit of carbs, and then now we're gonna move into the proteins. So we take out our fish. Same thing, 1:1. You put it there like that. 2, 4, put it there. Now we need some eggs. Like I said, 3 eggs each. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And last but definitely not the least, oh sorry, we have one more. 1, 2, 3, like that. Last but definitely not the least, we add our pepper sauce to the side like that, to the side. So this is what it looks like when you're actually done. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I hope you get a flat tummy so quick. Peace out.